the greatest wrestling match ever.
He's a moves guy.
It's basically Nitro.
The King of Lions.
2K!
Ready to learn the lyrics to King.
Main event Dewdrop.
Beat Okada.
Or Dave.
Perk Angle!
So when are we starting this podcast?
Two Marks Pod.
My wife has this plastic bowl sitting outside.
Yup.
She likes to give rainwater to her plants. And I swear to God, it's raining completely everywhere around the plastic bowl, because there is not a freaking drop in that plastic bowl. But it's raining pretty good.
Hilarious. That is hilarious.
Isn't it? Well, anyway, we're live, pal.
Oh, cool.
What's going on with you?
Well, I don't know, I moved.
Yeah, you moved. We missed a week for the first time ever.
Well, besides WrestleMania.
We still had like a bonus podcast that week, though, so I don't really count any other time that we missed, because we still had like every other time that we weren't able to record the main one, we had a bonus podcast that time, so it was like conveniently like we weren't missing anything.
That's good.
And now it's like, wow, we've been, I don't know when even our last upload was. I'd have to even pull it up on my phone. But it's been
2
a minute.
weeks ago,
I think
I
we
guess.
did World War III was the last one we did.
Yeah, because this is like the... Yeah. It's like the Nitro after that, I think, that we're doing, right? So, yeah. Yeah. That's my catchphrase, I guess, right? I just say, yeah.
I muted myself because I had to sneeze,
Uh-huh.
but the tracking snowball was going. Tracking microphone, so yay. Good
At
audio.
least it works.
Oh, hey, Bischoff is live right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's convenient. All right, see y'all tomorrow, next week.
It's called, This is How the NWO Could Work in WWE 2024. I don't
Oh,
care.
God.
I mean, I do, but...
That feels like something I would fantasy book in a 2K game. What the fuck is he doing?
Yeah, so, actually finally pulling up our upload record,
Can I
World
just
War III
buy?
was the last episode we put up, and that was, as of recording, 11 days ago.
Oh, yeah.
By the time
about 2 weeks.
this comes out, it'll be 12 days. That's something. We were doing pretty good before that, you know?
Define good.
Recording and uploading fairly regularly.
We were doing consistent before that. I don't know if I'd say I was doing good. You can say you were doing good, but I suck at this. Anyway, I
you
kinda
say
just
that, but then you're
agree.
like, hey, I was actually listening and it's not too bad.
Yeah, there's no telling why I said that though, but I forget what the hell we even talk about, and then I'll pull one up just out of morbid curiosity, and I'll hear some stupid shit we say, and it'll pop me. So,
Yeah.
we can go through like the messenger thread of all the bullshit that I was complaining about, if that would be good content.
Actually, I was gonna say let's talk about Backlash. So if you wanna
Oh no.
talk about Backlash, what I have to
I
say
really-
will make much more sense if you say your piece first.
I really don't want to talk about Backlash.
Please indulge me here.
The women's tag match was, I really don't want to shit on them because I like all those chicks, but that was kind of ass. That's my main bone of contention with Backlash, honestly, was the girls' tag, because I don't know who the hell was legal by the end of that, for real.
Anything else?
I know I bitched about other stuff. Now I can't remember, honestly. I was so tired by the end of that because I watched it late last night. What else did I talk about?
Well, let's see here. I'm gonna pull up. I've got the messenger up. Excuse me. The messenger up right now, and I'm gonna pull out the receipts. So if you're done, I'm gonna start going off here.
Sure.
So let's see here. Let's start from the beginning here, where I basically said that. Let's see, where the fuck is the beginning? Oh, the beginning would be you seeing that I sent you the graphic that WrestleMania is confirmed for Vegas, and decided, well, that's spoilers, so I'm not going to read your messages. And then proceed to bitch about everything I mentioned beforehand. Because you didn't read it.
Pretty much sums it up.
Specifically, let's see here.
I went back and read the messages a little later in the show, and I realized that we complained about the same thing.
Well, not that we complained about the same thing, but you were like, they're fucking chanting and I can't understand them and blah blah blah. And then, but I was,
and then you were
like,
yo, I can't understand it.
I said, hey, I can't understand what they're fucking chanting, but it's cool that they're chanting. And then eventually, I researched a little bit on Twitter and found out the translation for what it was they were chanting and stuff.
I don't care.
But you just wanted to bitch. And I was like, man, what the fuck? Also, you were bitching just about them chanting and, like, having a good time. And, like, literally one of the texts you fucking sent me was, like, word for word from this, like, Russo text. Or Russo
really?
post. Yeah, how freaking annoying is this crowd? He was talking about SmackDown. And apparently said he would not watch Backlash.
Oh, what an asshole.
And that's fucking... You say that, but that's almost verbatim what you were doing.
That's hilarious, because I don't listen, or... I think I have Russo blocked. Hang on, let me check.
I think you do too, because you commented on one of my messages and about how he was blocked or something.
Yes! Yeah, because you were like, this post is great. And I was like, I can't see it.
It was really funny. I wish I could. I'll pull up like a screenshot for you at some point. But
I can see it. I just have them blocked so it doesn't show up immediately. But you can like click view anyway or something.
He basically bitched about the crowd being too vocal, and that's what you fucking did. And I'm just like, isn't that the fucking point?
Yes, especially if you haven't had a show in like your country for like years and years.
Yeah.
But
so I thought
for
the
me,
show...
getting off work and trying to cram watch it before I pass out on my couch, it was annoying.
You were, that's what I'm saying. You were the issue, or like your situation was the issue where.
Correct.
You had to fucking watch it at 9 or 10 p.m.
Yeah, like 10 p.m.
After working for pretty long shift, from what I could tell.
12 hours.
Yep. So I would have been pissy too, but I would also just say watch it tomorrow, which would be today.
I should have. I should
have watched. Like literally, she just went straight to bed and got up early and watched it. You would have
kinda, but I know myself, and I would have got super duper spoiled before then. I would have woke up and clicked on Twitter, not remembering.
Yeah, I know. I've done that too before.
Yeah. So.
But I really like the show. If I was Brian or Dave or whoever, rates matches, or Wade sometimes, then I think I put most of those matches in the 4 to upper 4-star range, besides the women's tag, which definitely lost me in the middle, but I thought that by the end of the match, they had pulled it together. Like the ending 25% last ending sequence of the match, I thought was really awesome, and they had hooked me back into the match.
The moves were good.
Sure. Like, man, they got so fucking turned around there in the middle. Like, there was like one instance where she kind of just
more than once
and set herself up for an armbar. And then they were like, "Oh no, you're not legal." There was a couple of really bad bits in that match. There definitely were.
Yeah.
But
so
like
that part I was fine with. I was like, okay, they fucked up, whatever. She forgot she wasn't legal or something. Who cares? It happens. And then it kept happening. It happened like 2 more times.
Yeah, it
And
happened
I was
a
just
couple
like,
of times.
fuck this match.
And I think they were trying to tell her that she wasn't legal, and I don't want to sit here and pretend like I know, but maybe she didn't understand, like, I don't know how awesome her English is, her being, Kyrie, I think, right?
Well, and then the crowd was so damn loud.
Yeah, that's also true. He's, like, yelling, "You're not legal!" And she's
What?
like, "Huh?
I know.
What?"
Because, like,
She's like,
the one
still
that you were
trying to-
talking about, I think it was the first time she went for that pin and he yelled something, and then she went for an armbar right after. So, I think the match was just fucked.
That was weird, and then there was another instance where, like, I think they were supposed to somehow get to the double armbar spot, and
Yeah.
they just kind of got lost, and then Jade just kind of plopped over and said, "Hey, armbar me," basically.
Yeah, I mean,
But, like,
they could
other
all
than that,
kick my
did you,
ass.
like, the fucking end where she had, I don't even remember what all she did, but she did Jade did a whole bunch of almost borderline contrived maneuvers to, like, get, I want to say, Kyrie into the jaded position. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
She had her in, like, a freaking fireman's carry into a power bomb, flipped her around into jaded, and then hit jaded. It was fucking sick. It was super clean. It was super tight. And, like, from a little bit before then on, I was back invested. They had invested me just in time for the finishing sequence, and I was like, okay, that was tight. Like, the first little bit of the match was okay, and also, like, every match on the card gets an extra star just because the crowd was so hot. You know what I mean?
Sure.
That's how I felt about it, at least.
I quit. I give up on trying to rate matches by stars because of the other drama.
Yeah, I thought about trying to do a segment where I would rate matches, but instead of using stars, I would use, like, I rate this match 4.5 banana splits. You know, just something goofy, just so people don't take it too seriously, because I think that's, like, you know, the main issue with Meltzer is people taking shit too seriously when it's just like,
Yeah.
he's just like, oh, I like this one, or I didn't really care for this one.
Yeah, it's like, it's his opinion piece. Yeah.
It's really, it is all it
And
is.
people take it as like gospel. They're like, oh, it was only 2 stars. It sucked. Like, necessarily.
I
means he
actually
didn't like
find
it.
it's the other side that is, like, the issue where, how could you say Kurt Angle didn't have a 5-star match? Like, what the fuck? Like, for one, it's just his opinion. Why do you care that he doesn't think Kurt Angle had a 5-star match? But on the flip side, the dude literally said one time he had a bunch of 4 3/4, which is basically the same thing. And I remember one time I fucking commented that I was like, I was in a fucking Twitter argument, which I try to not be in. I try to, you know, stay away from. But it was when it was hot to talk about how Kurt Angle didn't have 5-star matches, and I literally quote tweeted or copy pasted that quote where he said, "Yeah, but he has a bunch of 4 3/4, which is basically the same thing." And then somebody immediately commented under that, "No, it's not." Like, what?
Like, it's literally his own work.
If he says it's not, if it's basically the same thing,
His
then
rule.
it's basically this. What the what? How do you?
Yeah.
What do you mean? No, it's not.
Well, AEW bad because I don't watch that one, so it bad.
But you know, Cody kicked out of the fucking Burning Hammer at 1, so.
Damn it!
But if that happened on AEW or whatever, man, I don't give a fuck. I thought I had a good time. I enjoyed most of the show.
It was good. It was good for what it was.
I really like the opening tag. You bitched about it, but I thought the way they made it a no DQ made sense to me, because a lot of times you've been sitting at a wrestling show and then the heel authority figure comes out and goes, "This match is now no disqualification," and then he does the fucking walk off. I don't know who I'm talking about, but
Vince, probably.
it's Vince or Bischoff, because they both done it.
Yeah.
And then they just walk off, and there's like no explanation other than just, oh, the heel person is being a heel, I guess. But like the idea that like they're not gonna fucking follow any of the rules anyway, so we might as well make it no DQ because they're all obviously consenting to a no DQ situation.
Yeah, and the crowd's not going to object to it. They're
No,
going to
yeah.
be like, sweet, all right.
And the crowd was
That's
so
like all this is gimmick is that he's just trying to put on the best show because that is the job that he is there for.
Yeah. I was into it. I was really into it. That was Tama Tonga's first match, by the way, for the Fed.
Yeah, sure. And then the only reason I was bitching was because it's like, okay, who's debuting tonight?
No, yeah, when
'Cause
you sent me the picture of a black hoodie,
Of the hoodie? Yeah.
and
Like, all right,
you
I know where
didn't
this is
know it,
going.
But Tama Tonga wore something basically like that when he, or not Tama,
Yep.
Tongaloa, when he showed up. Spoilers if you haven't watched the show. Tama Tonga's brother shows up, not Jacob Fatu, Tongaloa. Which I wasn't super disappointed about. I'm kind of into it because everybody kind of forgot that he existed, but in a good way.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, because it popped me harder not remembering that he existed for a minute than it would have if I was expecting it. So, because I was expecting Jacob Fatu.
Mm-hmm. Which I'm still obviously expecting and really excited for whenever that happens. You know, if you trust the dirt sheets, which I don't always, but depending on the source, I do. So.
That's a whole nother topic on online right now too, but
I'm not really too worried about it, to be honest with you. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
no.
It is the job of major companies to shit on quote unquote dirt sheets, whether they're accurate or not. It's just this thing that is beaten into the brains of old school wrestling folk.
Yeah, which the Triple H is the old school wrestling mind, so yeah.
I mean, who it was Fightful and PW Insider that he was shitting on?
Something like that. I don't remember, honestly.
I want to say that I don't really care for PW Insider. I want to say they had like some issues a while back where I just stopped following them. I do generally trust Fightful, like 90%-ish.
They've been accurate with stuff that they say. There's other reasons why I don't care for them somewhat. I'm not going to pay $5. I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
I'm not going to pay $5.
I'm not paying $5 to tell me shit I see on Twitter. I'm good.
Dude, especially because like, I'm about to kind of be slightly better financial situation. I might actually be able to start paying for a Pro Wrestling Tour subscription, which is what I really wanted to do. And then we can use that, which will be fun. I like Wade for the most part. I used to be a regular.
Yeah. It'd be good if we had notes on these shows, I guess. Yeah. Besides stuff I read online.
Yeah, which you have stuff pulled up, right?
I just have the card.
Speaking of which, we're watching WCW Monday Nitro today. On Peacock, if you're going to watch along with us, which is the best way to watch along with us.
I would hope you are.
Yeah, we hope, because by God, I don't know what you're doing.
You're pretty miserable if you don't.
Yeah, Season 1, Episode 13 on Peacock, November 27th, 1995. And in the description, it reads Lex Luger, Sting versus Arn Anderson and Brian Pillman. That sounds kind of neat. I don't really know what else is on the show. I barely remember anything other than Macho Man is champion and the Joshis had a really cool tag match on the pay-per-view.
Well, I'll spoil the second match for you a little bit. Bull Nakano is on this show, so strap in, motherfucker.
Fuck yeah, let's go. I don't even remember what we were talking about before this now. Was there anything else?
At least I hope I have the right episode. What day was that again? Episode 13?
Episode 13, Season 1, November 27, 1995.
Yep, I have the right one.
Cool. Anything else we wanted to mention about Backlash or anything else? Any other notable news?
No, not really. Kenny Omega returned to the thing,
Oh,
and then they
yeah!
did an angle.
I was pissed. Not because of the angle.
What?
Not because of the angle. But because I decide if I watched I've done this rant before, but if I have to watch a show live, then I am fucking up my sleep schedule to do so. So at the end of the show, Kenny Omega is just coming out, and there's like 3 minutes left in the program. And then we got to see most of his segment during what would be the beginning of Rampage, which is already past 9 o'clock, and I got to go to to bed. I was like, I fucking sat here to see Kenny Omega, and I know that's what they're doing intentionally, right? To kind of lure more viewers into Rampage and stuff.
Which stay in Rampage, yeah.
Apparently it worked. Apparently Dynamite and Rampage were both up this week. Good for them, I guess. I was pissed about it, though, because I needed to go to bed.
I didn't watch Rampage.
I think you watched more of it than I did, based on how you messaged me. Because
I finished watching the Kenny stuff, and then I think as I was getting ready for bed, the first match was starting, and then I was like, "Yeah, no, fuck this," and I clicked the button.
Yeah, I was already off by that point. I pretty much right after the Rampage logo popped up, I had turned it off just because I had to go to fuck to bed. I even think on my personal account I sent out a tweet to Tony. I was like, "God damn it, I have to go to bed, you son of a bitch."
Yeah, I think I remember seeing that.
God dang, I still feel like I was in the middle of something before I mentioned that we had to start Nitro. Must not have been that important. I'm sure I'll listen to it on the playback and be like, "Oh, this is what I wanted to say."
I watched TNA again this week, too.
Did you?
Yeah, I watched half of their pay-per-view because I got home and it was on Friday.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I remember you messaging me about it. Do you have any thoughts you want to say on that?
Not really. I wasn't very entertained, but that might just say more about me being tired from work every day than anything.
Yeah,
I remember the main event was decent, but I don't care for that group with... why is Moose in a group with Eddie Edwards and Kurt Hawkins? I haven't watched enough, so I don't know.
I watched some, I know a little bit about that, or I did at one point, but it has left my brain. I don't see why Moose needs to be in a group with anybody. You and me both got heat with Eddie Edwards. It just isn't for us, Yeah.
No, and I really liked Moose when he was doing that world title run stuff, with the old TNA belt, and now he's in a group, and I don't know. I just feel like Moose doesn't need to be in a group like that, but I mean, I haven't been watching, so I don't know why he is. So that's on me.
I do want to go back for 1 second on the women's tag from Backlash. I was doing this bit with the wife before the match started. I was thinking about how Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill are kind of like black woman road warriors.
Okay.
They're huge and jacked compared to the entire roster, and who the fuck can you use to beat them? Who beats them?
Okay, I guess I see your point. You kind of had me going, what the hell, at the first part, but I guess I get it.
I'm just saying, they're two fucking major badasses that, I can't see any combination of women on the roster beating unless, you had, Nia Jax and Rhea Ripley teaming together. Or, oh, you know what? Fucking Nia and Shayna used to be a tag. I could kind of get behind that. I could kind of get behind that. But currently? Yeah. Who's a tag currently on the women's side? They're splitting up Indy and Candice, right?
Are they? Because, Indy's been kind of doing some heelish stuff now, too, so I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know either. it's weird to have either of them on the heel side when like Johnny is clean cut babyface though.
Yeah, that could change. You never know.
No, yeah, but like, but you know, it's weird. I don't like heel Johnny either though.
That's fair. He's a better babyface just because of
What are we gonna
a
do?
few different factors.
Are we gonna do Ciampa and Johnny, and like it's gonna be flipped so that like Johnny's a heel and Ciampa's a babyface? Because that doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, that would be weird.
So I mean, you know, I'm up for anything. Don't get me wrong, but
I have no idea. I'll be curious to see who they put the briefcases on, though. Money in the Bank. I think it's a safe bet to say Tiffany Stratton is getting a very bright pink briefcase because accessory,
yes.
and that could probably be like sold on Shop or something.
Well, I still am of the opinion that she needs a giant pink fur coat like we gave her in 2K.
You just want to do the things we did in the video game, damn it, Triple
That's
H.
half of what they fucking book anyway is what we booked in 2K first.
Well, by that logic, then that's probably what Bischoff's talking about right now on his live. He's probably saying, bring Cena back, put him in the black and white.
Or he might even be saying, bring back Stacy Keibler, put her in a tag team with Liv Morgan, and I'll manage them.
Kafabe. Kafabe.
Kafabe? Who's that?
Kafabe.
Anyway, let's get into Nitro. I'm all fucking zeroed out and ready to go. Do you got all the shit pulled up? Do you ready to fucking wreck this joint? Because we've already been talking for
think so.
25 plus minutes.
Yeah, we better go. It's almost... Yeah, let's go.
And this fucking episode's like 47 minutes, so...
Yep, and then we got other shit to do, so...
Here comes the countdown. It's going to sound like 3, 2, 1, play. Or go. You already knew that. 3, 2, 1.
And this is the part where I mark out for that sweet intro with the buildings exploding. And Hulk Hogan going, "Roar!" Or is it Lugar? I forget. It's Lugar. And here comes Bischoff to disappoint me because he's not Shivani.
Yeah, right?
Damn. I say that like I don't like Bischoff or something.
No, Bischoff's fine. You know, his commentary's fine. It's honestly a lot like Vince's commentary. At least in my head it is.
I don't think he's quite as bad as Vince was.
No. He's better than Vince. He's better than Vince, but the stylistically is like a little bit similar.
Pepe.
Yeah, I was about to say, this is the part where you remind me what the dog's name again.
Yep. Pepe doing his best 2010 Shawn Michaels.
I love 2010 Shawn Michaels. Do you remember the deal where he came back and super kicked Randy Orton?
That's not ringing a bell, so I guess not.
Really? I think that Randy had like punted him and he was like out of action for a while, but this might have been like before he was like punting everyone. Or like maybe even, it might have been like right around when he was punting everyone. But like Shawn was off TV for a while. And, but that all kind of happened a little bit before I was consistently watching Raw. And, oh hey, they're replaying a fucking Hogan promo.
Yeah, replays. Your favorite.
Yeah. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah. So Shawn and Randy. Randy was off TV, but I wasn't really watching Raw at the time. I only had SmackDown because I was a poor kid, and SmackDown was on local stations or whatever the fuck.
Yep.
And I didn't have cable. But I had a neighbor who had cable, and once we found out that, oh, they watch Raw every week, and okay, well, I can go over there and watch Raw with them. I remember Shawn reappearing, right? It was like it literally was like the last like 2 minutes of the show or some shit like that, and like Randy's doing whatever the fuck Randy's doing. I think Vince is in the ring like rewarding him for some bullshit, and then Sean's music hits. The whole roster is on the stage, and they all just part like the Red Sea. And Sean comes around the corner,
yeah.
and he's dressed just like you're fucking talking about with Pepe and the fucking with the
Cowboy shit
hat, and he's in like
hunting
camo and
vest.
shit and jeans, and he just
Yeah.
walks real slow and serious down the ramp, and he fucking like he beats the shit out of Randy, hits the super kick. It looks great. I remember watching it live at my neighbor's house, and I don't think I had ever seen Shawn Michaels before until that moment. If I had, it wasn't much. No, I had, because I had the DVD of WrestleMania 22. So I had seen that, and then nothing else pretty much until his return to Raw to super kick Randy Orton. And let me tell you, I was flipping out like I was a long-time Shawn Michaels fan. Like, it was a great fucking angle. Anyway, here's Johnny B. Bad and, shit. Baby
Hang
doll,
on.
Diamond Doll. That's it.
Yeah.
It's on the screen. I just couldn't read it because I have
Because
the...
he won her at the pay-per-view, right?
Yes, he is currently sleeping
That's
with Diamond
what we
Dallas
do.
Page's wife.
Yeah. She's contractually obligated. That's what we do in the 80s and 90s in wrestling. You can just win women like their
I think
items.
I think it was old even by the 90s.
Just a tad. It didn't stop people from going banana, though.
Oh, hey, a little kid caught the frisbee. Or, I don't know if that was a little kid. He might be like 18 or something.
I remember in like the old SmackDown versus Raw video games, you could win like Trish Stratus as your manager by winning a ladder match where you had to pull her panties off of the hook or something. It was
No
weird.
fucking way! What
Yeah,
game
that's a
was
thing.
that?
It's a game. Yeah.
Was that like OG SmackDown versus Raw, or like fucking?
Either that one or like 06 or something.
Because I played a good bit of 06, but I didn't play a ton until like 07.
No, yeah, I think it was the original because 06 you fought like JBL over Tori or something.
Okay, so I didn't play just the original SmackDown versus Raw. So.
There's totally a freaking ladder match where everyone's fighting to pull Trish's panties down, though. I know that. I remember that. Because I remember thinking that was kind of weird, even when I was a weird, horny, like, kid. I'm like, yeah, I get to have Trish Stratus. I'm like, it's kind of weird that we're climbing a ladder to grab her panties in front of, like, a stadium full of fans, but okay.
No, yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Those games were wild. And here comes DDP with flowers.
And he fucking sucker punches Johnny B. Bad. Yeah, that vest, though, is, like, actually pretty close to what he would end up wearing later on when his gear doesn't suck.
I suppose.
Good God, this gear sucks.
It's got diamonds on it.
How many diamonds?
A few.
About a few. What's, I know they explained it, but what's this fucking mascot at ringside here?
I didn't even notice the mascot, honestly.
I only saw him for like a second in like the foreground. Now they're not showing him.
I should probably move my
Oh, he did
screen.
the spinny tombstone back bump thing.
So I clicked off of my tab to a different thing, and I didn't even notice the freaking mascot. So I should probably rearrange my tabs so that the show stays open.
Oh wow, that was cool. That.
Oh, what the
did
hell?
you see that?
I might be a couple seconds behind you because I just saw the chain a second ago.
Okay, that her pulling the chain out of the flowers was a really cool
That was a
shot.
good visual.
All right, we're at
match in the
7
background.
minutes, 29, 30, 31.
34, 35,
36,
36,
37, 38. I think 39, 40, 41, 42. Does that sound about right? We're close
Yeah,
enough.
got it. I got it.
Big Hurricane Rana. Is this a title match?
Yes.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no. She gave the chain to.
Oh my
Well,
god.
that sums up my love life.
Kayfabe. Or don't. You can tell your story if you want to. That was incredible. That was really short though. How long was that match?
210.
2:10. Good God.
And there's only 3 more matches on this show. Good lord. It's gonna be a promo heavy show, I guess. So get ready for that.
The babyface chooses to win. You love to see it. I'm just kidding. It doesn't bother me. So you want to read off the rest of the card? I think you were already doing that.
Well, the next match is gonna be some Joshis. So I'll probably butcher all their names if I try to read it.
I think
And I don't wanna do that.
You do better than you think you do.
Probably, but we'll get there. It's literally next. But Bull Nakano's in that match. It's a tag. Sonny Ono's gonna be here. Cool.
Cool.
Hulk Hogan is gonna face Hugh Morris. That'll be great. That'll put butts in seats. And then Lex Luger and Sting will face the Horsemen, which consists of Arn and Pillman.
Pillman being a horseman feels weird, right? That's not just me.
Yeah, it is. It's a little bit weird, but we'll also hear from the Taskmaster, and we'll hear from I believe the Macho Man. I think doesn't really have promo segments on the card though, so it's kind of hard for me to remember. But I need to find a better website that gives a rundown. Yeah, we'll hear from the Macho Man. And then, yeah, that's about it.
Sounds cool. He's usually gotten rid of Pepe by now.
You noticed that Heenan has that Japanese flag on the desk too, right?
Yeah. What do you think the significance of that is?
Well, he's been dealing with Sonny Ono or whatever, right?
Yeah.
That's been an ongoing thing. Anyway, what's Kevin Sullivan saying?
I guess I'll track it.
I always thought you were real smart, man. I gotta ask you a real easy question. If you're so smart, what is Lugar doing running around with Sting? Don't you realize that last night Lugar could have changed the course of wrestling history? All he needed was to keep the hold on for 10 more seconds. Give me a wait a minute, and we wouldn't have had no Macho Man as the world champion. We wouldn't have had no Hulk Hogan controversy. Wait a second, Hart, let me finish. And the other thing we wouldn't have, we would have had either Luger as the champion or someone from the dungeon. Now, gee, Hart, if you're so smart, tell me what's going on. Well, first of all,
Now go home and smoke some more crack.
I'll answer that. No, I haven't.
I couldn't resist.
That's exactly what Jimmy Hart said right there.
That is exactly what he said. He looked at the eyebrows and he said, "Go home and smoke some more crack."
Do you think that Kevin Sullivan likes pie? Is that joke old?
Nah. He doesn't look like a pie type of guy.
No?
He probably likes cake.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little cake. Nothing? No?
I mean, as a wise man once said,
Alright,
I'm
welcome
a
back!
man's man.
Action coming
Beer,
your way.
beer.
Tag team ladies action all the way.
Anyway, are we getting to our tag team match now? Hopefully
I think that's what we're
these
doing right
Japanese
now.
women
Your
can keep
Monday
better track
morning something.
of who is legal. I
Cutie
feel bad.
Suzuki and Mayumi. I couldn't read it because of the fucking
Mayumi, let's see if I can not butcher this. Ozaki? Ozaki.
Ozaki sounds right.
I love the Kabuki Warriors, but yeah, that match was like hot garbage, and I don't blame them. They had an off night. It happens. It was ass though. Straight ass.
Anyway, here's the real fucking draw, right here. Motherfucking bull goddamn Nakano.
All right, as Bull Nakano and her
Akira
partner
Hokuto.
they make their way to the ring. I'm gonna do dad stuff and
Alright,
get
you
some.
go do dad stuff, I'll call the action.
Where you at?
And here comes Bull Nakano with her badass makeup and doing the mean, snarly facial expressions. And Hokuto in full fucking gimmick here with the mask and giant pink whip. Man, I am really struggling with my words today. Caffeine is not doing the trick. But this match is liable to kick some ass here. Now, I'm not a expert in Joshi wrestling. I am familiar with Akira Hokuto. At least a little bit. I've definitely watched one or two of her matches.
Oh my god.
On my own time. And I've seen my good handful of Bull Nakano stuff and love every bit of her. And is Dad back?
Yeah.
Woo! Well, people are being
we're doing the choking
murdered on our
spot.
screen right here already. Hall of Famer Bull Nakano right here. Isn't that awesome?
That is awesome. Who would have thought?
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
if it wasn't obvious, Sam Roberts never lost hope.
I say who would have thought, like, she doesn't deserve it, but I mean, I say that because, like, Vince doesn't care.
Yeah. But guess who ain't fucking there no more?
Exactly.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Here comes Bull Nakano.
Go smuggle some kittens in from Cuba or something.
Vince who?
I don't know.
He's not a fucking Hall of Famer.
I don't think he will be either.
Nope.
Isn't that something? Who would have thought?
Crazy. What a world we live in.
Oh my god, the top rope bulldog.
Get fucked. Woo!
Dragon suplex. Good lord.
Sick bridge on that dragon suplex. Kenny Omega be damned. Oh, hit her with the sack of shit. Here comes the legend, Bull Nakano. Woo! That'll fucking fuck your back up.
Oh my god. Tag team rules, what are those?
Who's legal?
I have no idea. It must be a Joshi thing.
Somehow I don't think it was Asuka and Kairi Sane's fault, respectfully.
No, because I had to rewind once to realize it. I was like, did they just screw up again? And then I had to rewind a little bit. So even if I was the ref, I probably would have lost track.
Oh my god. Gross powerbomb there.
That's not going to stop me from mentioning it, though.
Yeah.
WCW. I have the volume very low, but I could still hear Bischoff say WCW. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Oh no, miscommunication. They can't coexist.
Damn.
Northern Lights. Into the bridge. No call. No pin.
God damn it.
What are you cursing at?
Old Nakano was ready to get in there, I guess. Jeez.
Did I miss something?
She got in the ring, and as she was like halfway through getting in the ring, the other chick slapped her on like the back. She was already halfway in. I guess that counts as a tag, though.
Look, they're working hard, but, you know.
Yeah. That's great that, like, in the span of 24 hours, I've sat through tag team women's matches with Joshis that don't know how to.
Hey, rules be damned, this match slaps.
Yeah. No, they could all kick my ass, so. And I damn sure ain't gonna be, if anyone says, remember that time you were shitting on Asuka? I will say, no, that never happened. So.
Very true.
Because I am Asuka, Mark, after all, so. Since I'm still mentioning current stuff, let me pull up.
Well, I was about to ask you about something actually. Did you see how Punk got locked in headquarters?
Yeah, did you see the part where he gave Andre the Giant a low blow?
Oh, no, I didn't. Like the statue?
Yeah, he walked up to the statue and he backhanded it in the crotch. It was funny.
Good shit.
So on Raw, since I keep mentioning current stuff and whatnot, Asuka will face Lyra Valkyria in a first round match in the Queen of the Ring tournament.
Just to let you know, I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Lyra Valkyria.
Well, I can't English very good, so.
Okay, I can't either. Caffeine doesn't work.
Zoe Stark versus Ivy Nile, Shayna Baszler versus Zelina Vega, also happening. Io Sky versus Natalia. That's the Raw side of the bracket.
Oh yeah, they're doing the King and Queen of the Ring. And then you were saying Money in the Bank's after King and Queen of the Ring, is that right?
Believe so, yeah. It's either that or Clash of the Castle, but
No, I think
go to
Clash
their
of the
website.
Castle's later this year. And here's a plug for WCW Saturday Night that we don't watch or give a fuck about. And, I don't recognize this music playing here, do you? Oh, they said
No.
Dungeon of Doom. That's not good.
No. It's Clash of the Castle is in June and Money in the Bank is in July.
Oh, really? That...
Yeah.
oh, hey, someone's gonna eat a donut out of somebody's asshole or something. I don't know.
What?
Yeah, that's the thing that was like. That's why he got fired.
What?
You don't know about this?
I remember you're talking about when he got let go as a trainer at the PC.
Yeah. I mean, apparently there was like some shit like, not just him being verbally abusive, although apparently that was like a big part of it, like beyond what a coach should even be saying or doing. One of the citing instances, which to me, based on how the story was told, even though it is horrible, almost sounded fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? Consensual, I guess.
Yeah.
But I guess it was something like they were trying to go home early, and he was like, "Well, if you eat fucking a jelly donut out of so and so's asshole, we can go home early." And then they did.
Wow.
So
Yeah, I didn't know that part.
yeah. I don't know a ton of details about it, but I'm probably misquoting it a little bit, but that's the gist.
Well, it's obviously they're not going to say that on the wiki, because I just went to the wiki to see what I could figure out, but they're definitely not going to put, hey, if you eat a jelly donut
I'm
out of
trying to
someone's
remember
asshole.
exactly where I read or heard that.
I'm just going to type in build a mott donut.
Yeah, it might not be a donut. It might have just been jelly, or it might have been. I don't know. Just you'll find it. You'll find it. While you're doing that, vamp, because I got to do something real fast.
Jelly donut was suggested. All right.
Well, that means I'm probably spot on.
The Build a Mott naked stink face jelly donut incident. Oh God. Okay, well, I don't need to read further into
All right, I'm back. What happened?
Obviously, no, I found like an article talking about it, and now I don't want to read the rest of it.
Oh, okay. So, but I did have the general.
That's a real thing, yeah.
Okay. Well.
Oh, there was a link to the Figure 4 article about it, but when you go there, the article's not there anymore. Damn.
I wonder if it got retracted.
Maybe. It's an excellent match going on right now between that guy and Hulk Hogan.
Huge
So
erection.
I don't think anyone will blame me for not paying attention, I guess, for once.
Yeah.
Oh, WrestleZone article. Let's go.
Yep, I do like WrestleZone. I find that they're one of the better ones. And honestly, they're one of the ones that I mostly relied on for the majority of my wrestling fandom. As far as wrestling news goes. Man, why is this match going so long? Why is Hogan bumping for Hugh Morris? I have many questions. Why was this match not Hogan walks through the ropes, hits the slam, and hits the leg drop, and 1, 2, 3, go home?
Right.
Anyway, what about a WrestleZone article?
Nothing. I'm just reading this. This is interesting. I didn't know all that.
Oh,
I knew he said like some slurs and some about the jelly donut thing.
Yeah, okay. But that's what it was a jelly donut?
Yeah.
Okay. Moonsault on Hulk Hogan. Are we going to get a pinfall? Hogan kicks out at 2, and he's hulking up. And
yeah, apparently Luke Gallows was involved.
Really?
Yeah. And Zack Ryder.
Oh, so this was like an old story then. That just happened to get out.
that got more popular like around 2015 or so, I guess. Yeah.
That's interesting because like when those guys were in developmental, that would have been before NXT, right? Before the PC. That would have been before the PC. Am I crazy? Or Zack Ryder was in NXT, like OG NXT, wasn't he? Or am I crazy? Hello?
Yep. Sorry, I had to get up really quick again. What was going on?
I said that doesn't really work out timeline-wise, I feel like, because, like, wouldn't Zack Ryder have... I don't think Zack Ryder was in NXT developmental, though he was maybe on NXT Game Show?
This was apparently when they were in Deep South.
Okay. That makes
But yeah,
sense.
apparently he would make Luke Gallows get totally naked in the ring and give stink faces to people, and he would put a jelly donut in between Gallows' ass and people's face.
Okay, well, no. Maybe we shouldn't be talking about this story anymore. I don't know what's okay to talk about and what's not. I don't know the rules.
I don't know if that's completely accurate, and I'm just reading that off of a article on an old WrestleZone thing, so
Yep.
don't come after me.
We are not a news source. Or actually, we are a news source.
Nope.
Everything we say is correct, and we never need to print retractions or print anything because we just say it and it's real. Speaking of things that are real, did you see when Bret Hart came back and he fucking flipped off Goldberg and then signed his AEW contract with his blood or something? I'm literally just saying words right now, trying to think of something.
Somebody say blood. Death Jitsu.
Death Jitsu.
I've been listening to too much Cornette.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, you need to fucking hold back. Speaking of which, I listened to Cornette for the first time in a long time in this last week, actually.
How did that go?
He was reviewing not this week's Dynamite, but the week before. The one that I actually thought was pretty good. I kind of was a little about this week's, but the week before I actually really enjoyed Dynamite. And he was reviewing that show, and they were just shitting on it like crazy. I was just like, I thought it was an okay show. They had really bad audio issues, so that sucks. But other than that, I really liked the show. So, I don't know. Here's Macho Man. Listen to Macho Man.
I am the only world heavyweight champion, and I'm gonna go
Macho
on a reign of terror. And if that happens for a
He's going on a reign of terror.
day, that's cool with me because I'm
Oh, buddy, and he's got the big gold belt.
Face everybody. One.
Boo.
Yeah. At the risk of sounding negative, Macho Man Randy Savage to hold that title at this very moment, but without
Do they have the text on the title blurred out?
over it, and you know what I'm talking about.
No.
Am I crazy?
That dark cloud.
Or it's just really bad quality because it's a different belt or something? I don't know. Here comes Hulk Hogan to stick his nose where it doesn't belong.
Brother friend. The whole world saw, including you, Mean Gene.
Brother friend.
There were two guys that didn't get thrown over the top rope, brother. Everybody saw that Hulk Hogan was still standing. And in case you haven't noticed, Macho Man, on the front of the WCW heavyweight title, it says Hulk Hogan, brother. I'm planning on getting that changed, you mean, brother. Let me tell you something, Macho. I know you were taking care of people on one side, and I was taking care of people on the other. But brothers, let's roll that piece of videotape so the Macho Man can see it. And if I'm right, and you see what I saw, let's climb in that ring, brother. There it is right there, brother. You and I on one side, Macho. Fight for the Maniacs.
Oh yeah, because Hogan got screwed over on that deal, didn't he? Does anyone care that Hulk Hogan got screwed over? Well, probably in '95 they probably do, I guess.
Whoa. That ain't gonna go here, brother. Come here. Do that tape up. A picture's worth 1,000 words, but
Uncle Howdy confirmed.
Uncle Howdy confirmed.
You saw it. That was some Bray Wyatt, Uncle Howdy, fucking rotundo shit here going on.
Well, all I saw was static. That could have been anybody, dude. I think Paul E was messing with the competition stuff. Anyway, here's the rightful champion, the Giant.
That's the truth.
Oh, crap.
it's Sting!
Oh, he's getting killed by the Giant.
Well, he's still here, so. And chair to the back. Oh my gosh, Hogan with a chair. Is this the thing?
No.
Is he gonna do the thing in a minute? Does he get out and run up toward the ramp and hit him again? Is this the thing?
I don't know what thing you're talking about.
Where he gives like the weakest chair shot of history?
We talked about that before. That's late Nitro.
Okay.
That's FU New Blood, Hogan.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because it looks like he's doing some pretty shitty chair shots
looked
here.
this up like a week and a half ago. I guess it would have been a little longer than that, but yeah. That was pretty weak. These are okay, yeah. Some of these are pretty weak, but it's not the one you're thinking of.
It's not the Tink heard round the world.
Yeah, no. Anyway, Macho Man's fucking dead. For real. Direct shot at Hulk Hogan's taint. Man, he's still got Pepe.
I mean, that's his dog.
His dog's usually gone, dog.
Well,
I guess I'll do what Bobby says here.
World champion by one hand and drove him right down on the floor. Then he went in and took care of Hogan. And what did Hogan do? He went and got a chair like the yellow coward he is. Stop. And somebody ought to hit you in the head with a chair.
You know what? I just noticed it. Sting calling Hogan off of the Giant. What was that about?
Like he called Lugar off.
What was that about?
I'll tell you what. Something's going on around here.
Right
We're
here.
going to find out.
Tonight, live.
Something's going on here, and it Sting's a decent human and doesn't like people beating each other up when it's not an official match. Or something. I don't know. Oh, fuck. Here comes that sweet ass fucking Four Horsemen music.
that's the main event.
Is it?
Yeah.
We got another 11 minutes or so in this show. So, yeah.
That flew by.
Yeah, kind of did, actually. I didn't think it would go really fast when the first match was like 2 minutes. But here we are.
There wasn't much going on this show, I guess.
No, but it also wasn't like a terrible slog either, so. Here comes the man named Sting.
It's Sting!
Again!
Thank you, Tony.
Tony Schiavone, you can go straight to hell!
I'm serious. I'm not going to sit back and take this fucking shit.
Are we done pressing buttons?
Now go home and smoke some more crack.
There we go.
Yep.
Oh, here comes Lugar. He doesn't have any music playing, I don't think.
You made a whole thing for like a bit and didn't use it at all this week.
Yeah!
I did! Do you have a 2 marks pod, yeah, of the week?
Definitely not any female tag team matches.
Or any tag team matches, period. I think the issue is you just hate tag team matches.
Yeah, probably. The yeah of the week.
My yeah of the week is Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles as the main event of Backlash was fucking awesome, and I think that in my bullshit made-up star system, I give them 4 3/4.
Yeah!
Holy shit!
And mine
Mine just hit the spine buster on
Oh,
Steam.
damn, it's over. He hit the spine buster already.
He beat Hulk Hogan with that move.
Yes, he did.
Actually, I think he beat Hulk Hogan with the DDT.
I don't know if it was this week or if it's been a little bit longer now, but can mine just be Joe Hendry actually releasing his song on platforms? 'Cause
Yeah!
that's pretty good.
The other day, I was just like, I had my volume all the way down, but I had my Spotify playing it on loop, just to get the plays up on it. Which, considering I left it alone for quite a long time, I probably played it a whole fuckload of times.
Yeah.
Is Lex a babyface now? This is complicated.
He's kind of a tweener, I think.
My little pro wrestling brain can't handle it.
But yeah, wasn't he like Dungeon of Doomed out of his mind like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. They might be backing out on it, I don't know. Just remember when they did the double team on the Giant and it was like really cool?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah!
What about Randy Savage?
Wow.
Randy's just like...
I'm serious. I'm not going to sit back and take this fucking shit.
Yeah! Did I go over the men's bracket for the King of the Ring? I didn't, did I?
No, you didn't.
Oh, well, it's going to be Drew McIntyre and Finn Balor in a match.
That's actually
then-
cool. I did not know that. I'm down for that. Did you see,
Right?
you saw the post-match of Jey Uso and Damian Priest where Judgment Day was
Yes.
kind of getting into it? Man, he fucking
Where he
grabbed
was like-
Finn by that jaw. I can't wait for
He
Judgment
did.
Day to just say,
I
fuck
thought
you,
something was
Damian.
going to happen right then. I was like, oh, they're just going to go for it, but then he backed off a little bit.
I didn't have Damian Priest babyface turn on my fucking bingo card, but I'm here for it.
Nah, I mean,
If they
I
go,
kind
if they pull the trigger.
of figured it would happen. Because he was already kind of going, I don't need your help or whatever, but that felt kind of heelish. But, like, let's be honest, they're not going to turn JD and Finn frickin' face, right? So,
Yeah, Finn Balor's a good babyface.
not right now, anyway. But the other matches
Yes.
are Kofi Kingston versus Rey Mysterio. That doesn't sound bad
Holy
either.
shit.
Yeah.
This
Uh,
this bracket's cooking. Also, there's complicated stuff going on in the ring right now. And
Yeah.
even though it doesn't seem like it right now, watching along with us is the best way to watch. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. If you can, you should. Anyway, you haven't mentioned the most important King of the Ring match yet, so I'll let you continue.
Is it Ricochet and Ilya Dragunov?
No, but that sounds fucking awesome too.
It does.
You're gonna make
I
me
know
watch
which
Raw.
one you're excited
Son
for.
of a
'cause
bitch,
I'm
you're gonna
thinking-
make me watch Raw.
Right? Especially when you hear that the other match is Gunther and Sheamus.
Yeah, hold on.
That's
Wait.
the yeah of next week. Hasn't even happened.
Yeah!
That's what it is right there, baby. That's
I
what
knew
we're
it.
gonna do next week.
Wow. That's probably going to be mine too, because I actually watch Raw.
Yeah, I'm usually
'Cause I'm
busy
off.
during Raw.
Yeah.
I might not be this week because like wife's gonna have job stuff going on, so I don't know if we're gonna be doing the thing that we normally be doing on Mondays. So I'm just
Right.
gonna kind of see what plans turn into. I need to ask her about that. In fact, I think I'll get on my phone and message her right now just to make sure I don't forget about it.
Yeah.
There's a sort of good match happening in front of us, and we're kind of just talking over it.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of the gimmick, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm kind of into it though.
The only other thing we could do is just say every single move that's happening on the screen, I guess. But
Man, where you at on Lex Luger? What do you think about Lex Luger?
he's all right. He's not like my favorite by any means, but I mean, I wouldn't have seen because he's not long for this stuff after this, right?
I have no fucking clue.
Let's pull up Lex Luger.
I'm just not a Lex. I'm like.
I just don't
not
have too
a
many
Lex-
memories of Lex Luger, like, you know. But I've seen his work. He's good.
Oh, Sting
When
hit the
is
pin, but
he
he
outta
fucking
here?
got killed by Arn. And here's
damn.
Flair. He says, "Fuck you, Lex."
Of course, here's Flair.
Wait, man, he is. Rick is
We're
90s out here.
We're in 95.
Yeah. Rick is 90s
So,
out here with this fucking sweater.
Alliance to end Hulkamania goes into 96, and then he feuds with the NWO from 96 to 99. So, I mean, he's probably just getting beat every night. So, yeah, that's probably why I don't feel strongly, because he probably was just getting his ass kicked by the NWO the whole time. But, because it's like Goldberg, DDP, Booker T, Scott Steiner a little bit,
Oh,
maybe Hulk Hogan,
no selling the chop here. Yeah.
and Pop over here. Those are like the main ones that I remember being, you know, the dudes. Especially Goldberg, but
Pillman's incredible.
uh-oh. He's like, what are you talking about? He's the bad
we're
guy.
We're cool.
I'm Sting, and I'm just super babyface trust everybody.
It's true.
Yeah.
I mean, Sting's the motherfucking goat, so.
He's just such a nice guy. Except for that time where he decided to join the NWO, I guess, but it was the babyface NWO, I think? Question mark?
Dude, I have no fucking clue. Was there a babyface NWO?
I mean, when you get to the point where they have two NWOs, it's kind of, yeah.
I think Wolfpack was the babyface NWO, right? Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, which is the one Sting was in, so.
That's right. Maybe.
So,
I don't
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Break, but we'll be right back. But they're just gonna talk in the ring, probably. Anyway.
It was pretty much NWO babyface and NWO heels, and the Wolfpack was like the faces.
I'm
It
gonna
was
track
stupid.
commentary, guys. Here.
Right now, hopefully this Saturday night, watch TBS. We will have an update on the Macho Man Randy Savage. But before this broadcast ends, we've got to point out this is a guy that won the WCW World Heavyweight title with one bad arm. You got to say a lot about the Macho Man. Man's got heart, there's no doubt about that, baby. But let me tell you something, sports fans. There ain't too often you get to rectify a mistake. And if you didn't catch World War III, tune in again tomorrow and buy it, baby. It's worthwhile, I promise you. Well, like last night, Savage went through 59 of the top superstars.
It's not
here at
worthwhile,
WCW
I promise you.
with one arm, man, all mangled up.
Not.
And he went on to become heavyweight champion of the world. But one man tonight
Clap him down on that cement floor. It's like a round of applause going off. Boom, boom.
Now
It's over.
I just got word.
Oops.
Coming up this Saturday night.
I just start randomly playing Fortunate Son.
Pay-per-view coming your way in December.
All right.
You're going to get that update this Saturday night on TBS. For Stephen Michael, Bobby Heenan, I'm Eric Bishop. We'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week. That's our show.
We're out of time. We gotta go.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
All right. That was Nitro,
That was Nitro.
I guess. No, the only good thing about the two different the two different Wolfpacks, the two different NWOs was Wolfpack had that sweet ass theme.
Oh, dude, the Wolfpack theme is so good. I think one year I got hooked on it, and then it was in my Spotify Wrapped as my most listened to song.
It's like every time it's in one of the games, it's like everybody's theme song.
Well, the Wolfpack wasn't on this show this week. What did you think of the show?
It's alright. It wasn't the worst show we've ever forced ourselves to watch from WCW, but it wasn't the best either.
What is the worst show we've had to watch?
Probably one of those ECWs that had like 2 matches on it.
Oh, God. You're probably right.
I couldn't tell you what was on it because I probably just scrolled Twitter and said nonsense the whole time.
Pay-per-view, the ECW pay-per-view or special that we watched was pretty bad, but it was also because I was tired as fuck and just bitched the whole time.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if that was extremely bad or if we just didn't care.
Yeah, well. Anyway, are you good? Are you ready to cut this, send this one home?
We're out of time. We gotta go.
Now go
Thank
home
you,
and smoke some more crack.
Just kidding, not done. I gotta do all the plugs. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok. All at 2markspod. If you have questions, you can send them to us at 2marksquestions@protonmail.com. That was that was not ECW. That was... Oh, Jesus Christ. That was WCW Monday Nitro. And this was 2 Marks Pod, the worst wrestling podcast you know. I don't know! You're talking...
That's right, JR.
Jesus Christ.
That was good. I liked that. Got me to laugh. We both clicked the EC dub and it was just...
I don't think it fucked it up on my end, but it might have. I'm not sure.
It did on my end and it sent me.
We're out of time. We gotta go.
What size fucking picture frame would I buy if I wanted to put a pillowcase in it?
Motherfucker, I'm trying to end the podcast and you're just like, I need to buy a picture
Oh,
frame.
we're still on?
Yes, I haven't hit the button yet! Is you keep talking when I hit the button!
God damn.
Now go home and smoke some more crack.